going on, boys? This is one of my raw rants, and today's video, based off the title, is 3 things I wish I did at the age of 16 when I first started bodybuilding, I first started lifting. These are 3 things that I would do to not only fast track my progress, but to put me in a better position when I'm older. And obviously, if you want to take fitness serious or bodybuilding in general, man, these are just 3 things I would apply. First thing is track everything. You hear this a million times. There's a million guys out there that are telling you, oh, make sure you track this, but use your Notion template, use this template, use that. What you track with doesn't matter. Use a notebook, use Google Sheets, use Google Docs, use notes on your phone, you text yourself to your same number every single day. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do, how you track it, just track. Track your food, exactly what you're eating, track your sleep, what time you went to bed, what time did you wake up, track your lift, how much did you do today, what is the plan for next week, how close are you to getting to your goals. Those are 4 things you should be tracking, right? Why do I say this? Is because if anything goes wrong, you step on the scale, you don't weigh 210 like you were supposed to, right? Well, you can look back from yesterday, or you can look back for the last 5 days. What did I not eat in order to be this 210 goal? Well, I skipped a meal on Monday. I didn't eat this on Tuesday. I ate all my meals on Wednesday, but Thursday I only ate 2 meals. Why? Well, there you go. Your why is answered. Why am I not gaining weight? Your why is going to be answered, because you're going to need to know, right? In order to build discipline and consistency, you have to do the same things over and over and over, right? You have a meal plan, okay? Stick to it. Even though you might know the meals off the top of your head, you know exactly what you're eating, you know exactly, the macros, the carbs, the protein, the calories, still track it, right? Why would you not? You're fast tracking your progress. You're making things better, because when you go to look, you'll know exactly what you didn't eat or you ate, right? So that's the first thing. The first thing is track everything, okay? Number 1. Number 2 is get a good training split. That's all. Get a good training split. Get a training split that makes absolute sense for you. And if you can't find one and you don't know what works, and you search the internet and you saw 80,000 influencers that are ripped with 6-packs and fucking big huge arms, and they're, get this is going to be the best one for you. You got to work according to your schedule. When I did construction, I worked out 5 times a week. I wouldn't do 7. Why? Because I had hard labor to do. I had to go and do hard labor all throughout every single day. And if I put my body in a state where I was training 7 times a week, my body would not be recovering properly. So I built a system, I built a workout plan around my 5 days. This is what I would do. Max input, max intensity, go balls to the wall, train my fucking ass off. I got 2 days to rest. Boom. Okay? That was it. So second thing is, make sure you get a workout split that works for you. If you sit in an office all day, if you go to school, if you, for example, I don't know, you work from home, you're unemployed, you can train 6 times a week. Your body's going to be recovering about 80% of the day, right? 80% of your day out of 100%, you're only going to be working out that 20%. Let's be realistic. You do nothing all day. You eat all your meals, 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m., whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you train at like 6 to maybe 8 o'clock. Well, there you go. Your window right there is your 20%. The rest is you're going back home, you're recovering, you're eating, you're going to bed. That's all. You don't need, 3, 4, 5 rest days a week. You don't need to do all this. It's a training split directed to you. And if you need help, get a coach. I have my community down below. If you want to get in contact, let's work. But just find something that works for you. And if, worst comes to worst, you can't find it, get in contact with somebody. Put yourself in a position where you can fast track your progress. Don't play the guessing game. The guessing game sucks, because honestly, the guessing game for me took me 4 years. It took me 4 years of figuring out what worked well, that I think this is going to work well, and, this and that and this and that, right? So that's 2 things. Right now, let's track everything and get a good training split. Number 3, you probably already know what this is. Get a good diet. That's all. It's as simple as that. Get yourself a diet where you can stick to it and you know exactly your body adapts well to the food. You digest the food well. You're moving up weight or you're cutting, whatever the case is, you're maintaining. Get a good diet. Now, a staple that I like to put, this isn't like words out there, this isn't a study or anything like that. This is just based off of personal, what I've personally have been doing, is I have 3 staple meals throughout the day, okay? And my 3 staple meals for me are chicken and rice. 200 grams of rice, 200 grams of chicken, 3 times a day, no matter what, right? Whatever the macros are for me, that's for me. That's what I eat, no matter what. So if I have that in the morning for breakfast, if I've got that in the afternoon, and then I got that in the evening, anything else outside of that is kind of like filler. I'm bulking right now, so I might have a shake in the morning. I might have a shake in the afternoon. I might have a shake in the evening. I might throw in a frozen pizza to get my calories up a little bit. Yes, not the cleanest food in the world, but my diet has staples in it that you don't change, right? And what else can I add on to that? Well, your good diet, right? The good diet is majority, because the food is what's gonna push you for that growth, that freaky look. You wanna get bigger, food's gonna be your go-to. But that doesn't mean throw a shit diet out there. Doesn't mean that. Don't start eating, pizza 5 times a day. You don't need to be doing that. You wanna build clean, quality muscle. You wanna be lean. You wanna have your insulin sensitivity to be at a normal range where you're not screwing up and you can't gain weight and it's all going to your fat and you can't see your abs and you can't do this. Yes, you're gonna lose your abs, but it gets to a point where you just start gaining fat everywhere. Your chest is looking fatter. You're losing the jawline. You're whatever. You're losing whatever. And then you're like, well, dude, like my bulk's not working because I'm just getting fat, or my diet's not working because I'm losing weight, but I'm losing weight at whatever. This is about bulking, but what I mean is just get a good diet. And if you need help with a diet, once again, coaching, super affordable. I do $2.50 a day. You can get coached. The link is the first down below. But that's besides the point. That's just me telling you that when you're 16, you're 17, you're 18, whatever, you're 20, you're 22, you're trying to get big, you got to do these 3 things. Track everything, get a good workout split tailored to you, specifically to you, your situation, and get a good diet. Food you can eat easily, you love it, and you can get it down. And it doesn't matter if you throw in extra sauces, you throw in a little bit of mustard, you throw in a little bit of ketchup, whatever it takes to get the food down, get the food down. So don't overcomplicate it. None of this has to be complicated. Bodybuilding is fun and it's meant to be fun, but it's also revolves around discipline, consistency, and structure. You have to have those 3 things in lifting no matter what. Just like a sport, just like your business, just like whatever. You have to stay on track and you have to repeat the same things. Now you're probably wondering, well, I'm doing all those things. Why am I not growing as quickly as I can? Well, the thing is it takes consistency. You got to be doing this for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to a year of time. I've been going nonstop on my bulk, my lean bulk. I got phases where I cut down and I do a little bit of a recomp, which I can touch base more on that. And then I'll push the food a little bit. And it's just, don't do too much. And if you're wondering how to calculate your calories, I'll drop a calorie calculator down below. It's very simple. Just go online, calorie calculator, whatever, put in your body weight, put in the amount of activity you do, what kind of work do you do, just judge it based off that. And that's about it. I think that clears up everything. So these are 3 things that I would 100% recommend you do. Do them. I'm telling you, you will have success. If you guys got any more questions, drop them down below. I'll be happy to answer whatever. This is what this YouTube channel is for. Remember, I went from 150 pounds to 270 pounds. I have credibility. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Once again, please subscribe. Please leave a like. Please leave a comment. Judge this video. I want you to judge it. I want you to tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, what you want me to go more in depth into, and stuff like that. So, once again, thank you for making it this far. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.